Section 1. Dinosaur Dreams, a look at cloning. Dinosaurs have always captured our imagination. These giant creatures roamed the Earth millions of years ago, dominating the land, sea, and air. We are endlessly fascinated by them, from their massive size to their mysterious extinction. Movies like Jurassic Park bring these ancient giants back to life on the big screen, fueling our dreams and curiosity. But could we really clone a dinosaur? The idea seems like science fiction, but let's explore the science behind it. Cloning involves making an exact genetic copy of an organism using its DNA, the molecule that carries genetic instructions. DNA is like a blueprint, containing all the information needed to build and maintain a living organism. It holds the instructions to build a living thing, from the smallest bacteria to the largest dinosaurs. Scientists have successfully cloned some animals, like sheep, cows, and even pets. Dolly the sheep, born in 1996, was the first mammal to be cloned from an adult cell, marking a significant milestone in cloning technology. However, cloning dinosaurs presents unique challenges. Their DNA is incredibly old and has degraded over millions of years. Ancient DNA breaks down over time, making it difficult to find intact sequences that could be used for cloning. The degradation process leaves us with fragments that are often too damaged to be useful. Despite extensive searches, we haven't found any dinosaur DNA that is good enough to use for cloning. The dream of bringing dinosaurs back to life remains just that, a dream, for now. Section 2. Cloning copies from DNA. What is cloning? Cloning is a fascinating process that allows scientists to create an exact genetic replica of an organism. This means that the clone has the same DNA as the original. Imagine having a magic machine. You put in a tiny piece of something like a leaf. This machine would be able to read the genetic information contained within that small piece. The machine reads the leaf's DNA, which is like a set of instructions for building the entire organism. DNA contains all the information needed to create every part of the plant. Then, it uses that information to grow a whole new plant. This new plant would be an exact copy of the original, with the same characteristics and traits. That's what cloning is all about. It's a way to make a perfect duplicate of an organism, ensuring that the clone is genetically identical to the original. It's like making a copy from a blueprint. Just as a blueprint provides the design for a building, DNA provides the design for an organism. In real life, scientists don't have a magic machine, but they do have labs and clever techniques. These techniques allow them to manipulate and understand DNA in incredible ways. They take DNA from one animal and put it into an egg cell from another animal. This process requires precision and expertise to ensure the DNA is correctly transferred. If everything goes well, the egg cell will start to divide and grow into a baby animal, a clone of the first one. This baby animal will have the same genetic makeup as the original, making it a true clone. Section 3. Can we clone a dinosaur? The challenges. Finding dinosaur DNA is like finding a needle in a haystack, but much, much harder. The DNA we need is incredibly rare and fragile. Scientists have to sift through tons of material just to find a tiny fragment. Fossils keep bones safe, not soft tissues like DNA. While bones can last millions of years, DNA degrades quickly. The fossilization process preserves the hard parts, but the soft tissues, where DNA resides, are lost to time. Over millions of years, heat and pressure turn bones to stone. This geological transformation is great for preserving the shape and structure of bones, but it obliterates any remaining DNA. Sadly, DNA breaks down much faster. Environmental factors like temperature, moisture, and microbial activity accelerate this degradation, making it nearly impossible to find intact DNA from the age of dinosaurs. Even if we found a tiny bit of dinosaur DNA, it would be like having a puzzle with most of the pieces missing. The fragments we do find are often too degraded to provide a complete picture. Scientists are getting better at understanding DNA, but putting ancient DNA back together is still impossible. The technology to fully reconstruct ancient genomes is still in its infancy. It's like trying to rebuild a whole library from a few torn pages. Each fragment of DNA is a clue, but without the full set, the story remains incomplete. Section 4. Jurassic Park, Fiction versus Reality. Jurassic Park was a thrilling movie. Scientists in the film used dinosaur DNA from mosquitoes and amber to recreate dinosaurs. While exciting, this is science fiction. Amber can preserve insects for millions of years, sometimes with their last meal of blood still inside. However, even if the mosquito had bitten a dinosaur, the DNA in its blood would have degraded over time. The The movie showed us the amazing possibilities of cloning, but it also reminded us of the dangers of messing with nature. Section 5. The ethics of bringing back dinosaurs. Let's imagine we could clone a dinosaur. Should we? What would happen to it? Dinosaurs lived in a very different world. The air, plants, and climate were different. Would they survive in our modern world? And what about us? Dinosaurs were wild animals. Some were huge and dangerous. Bringing them back could have unintended consequences. We must be responsible with scientific discoveries. Before we try to bring back the past, we need to think about the future.